Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, but I'm really excited about this one because it involves drugstore makeup, which is my favorite. I think there's nothing better than getting a good deal on makeup, but I will say that drugstore makeup has definitely gone up in price recently, so that's kind of a bummer, but it's definitely still more affordable. So today I'm going to be doing a full face using only drugstore products, and it's also going to be a first impressions video because I just went to Walgreens earlier and I picked up a few new things that I haven't tried. So I'm pretty excited about those. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you guys about how I like them as I apply them to my face. But yeah, so if you guys want to see what I come up with and you guys want to hear my thoughts on these new products, then definitely just keep on watching. Alright, so the only thing that I don't have that is from the drugstore is going to be my primer. I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional. We're just going to be using this today. So for foundation, I'm going to be trying out this Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I'm super excited about this. I've been hearing like a ton of great things about this foundation, so hopefully it's as good as everyone says it is, and hopefully it's the right color. So I love that it has a pump. And I'm just going to be applying that with my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about this foundation just because I kind of want to do like a full review on it and let you guys know like what it claims to do and if it really does, and kind of just like wear it throughout the day and show you guys. So I'll just kind of briefly let you know my thoughts on it, but I can tell you that so far I am really liking this foundation. Feels nice and it's looking really nice. Next thing I'm going to be trying is this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Now I know this isn't new, this has been out for quite a while now, but I am just now trying it out. And I got mine in the color Neutralizer. How does this look? Twist. So hopefully this doesn't take forever to come out because I hate twist products. That's just a con for me. And the fact that it has this sponge kind of bothers me too. See, and it's still not coming out. Okay, here we go. This whole sponge thing is like very odd to me. And I'm just blending this with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. May have got a little bit too light of a shade. Like, very light. So I'm not really sure if I like this concealer. It could just be the color, but I feel like it really accentuated my dark circles. You probably can't tell that much on camera, but I feel like it just makes my under eye circles look like grayish almost. I don't know. So far I'm not really that big of a fan. I am going to go ahead and set it, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild contouring palette. I've used this a few times and I really like this. I love the highlight shade. If you don't mind your bronzers being a little bit more on the warmer side, then this one is really nice as well. This was in the color Caramel Toffee, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Moving on, I'm going to be trying out this Rimmel, what are they calling this? I don't know, I guess like a contour kit. It comes with a highlight, a contour, and a blush. And I haven't seen anybody really talking about this. There was like 3 other shades. This is the 3rd one. This is in Golden Bronze. This is like from their their Kate Moss collection. So it's really powdery. I can just let you guys know that right away. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see. It looks a little bit more on the red side now that I'm applying it. It's got like a reddish undertone, which I am not a fan of. I'm not really sure how I like it. It doesn't look too bad, but it definitely does pick up a little bit of a red undertone. It is nicely pigmented. I'm not 100% on this bronzer. Maybe once the whole look is done, I'll kind of feel better about it, but it's okay. We're gonna try the blush. It looks really pretty. I like the blush. The blush is really nice. It's not super pigmented, but it has like a nice sheen to it. It's like a luminous type of blush. Kind of tell a little bit that it does have like a nice kind of luminous finish to it, which I like. If you don't like blushes like that, then you won't like this one. And then we're going to do the highlight. So hopefully this highlight is really nice. They got it with the highlight. They did. They got it right with the highlight for sure. The highlight is definitely hands down the best part of this palette. It is stunning. It's not chunky at all. It doesn't have any like glitter in it. It is just a beautiful sheen. Do you guys see that? Can you guys see that? You guys can see that. You guys can. I know you can. I'm like really not even disappointed about the contour shade anymore because of this highlight. This highlight makes it all okay. It is beautiful. What should we do? What shall we do? I'm just going to quickly do my brows. I'm going to be using the Micro Brow Pencil by NYX. This isn't new. I've had this for a while now, but I think it's like my first time using it on camera. But it is Drugstore, so I wanted to use it for you guys today. And I have mine in Brunette. So as far as my thoughts on this, by the way, I like it. It is comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. The only thing is this color is a little bit also on the red side. I don't know what's up with these products, these browns that want to be red, but it does have a little bit of a red undertone. So that is my only complaint. But as far as like the product itself, I really like it. So okay, brows are done, and I'm going to be trying out this Milani Brow Shaping Gel. This is just the clear one, so hopefully this will keep my brows in place. I feel like it kind of took a little bit of the product that I had on my brows off. I don't know, maybe I just went a little bit too hard. So next we're going to move on to my eyes. So I'm going to be just using the NYX eyeshadow base, which I've had forever, nothing new. I like it, it's an eyeshadow base, pretty basic stuff. So I'm just applying this with my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki, 3D HD Precision Brush. I always call it the Kabuki, always. I'm just going to go ahead and set them with the powder from the Wet n Wild contouring palette. So for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Covergirl True Naked palette. This is the Nudes one. I have the Goldens one and I really like it. And I finally found another one. This one and the Roses one are always sold out every time I look for them. So I'm going to start with the color Fawn, which just seems to be a basic kind of transition shade. It's definitely powdery. Just going to pop that in my crease. So then I'm going to go ahead and use the color Cocoa, which is this one right here. So the colors are blending out really nicely. They're pretty pigmented. I will say though that they are a little powdery. But when you have eyeshadows that are kind of powdery, just tap off your brush before you apply them so you don't get a ton of fallout on your face. I'm going to take the black shade, which is Sable. I like it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and take the color Mink right here, and I'm just going to apply that using the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. So far I can tell you that the eyeshadows are all pretty powdery. I'm experiencing that with all of them. I'm going to go in with the color Champagne, this one right here. Let's go back in with that black. So I'm going to take this color Shell. Alright, for my lower lash line really quickly, I'm just going to go in with the same brown shades underneath. And a little bit of the black. So for my waterline, I'm going to be putting some of the NYX Wonder Pencil. Clearly, I have owned this for a while, but this is in the color Light. For eyeliner, I'm going to be trying out this NYX High Definition liquid eyeliner. It is a felt tip, which I normally don't ever use. I'm hoping that it's black enough, but I feel like felt tip liners, if you guys could see my pants right now, like they're covered in eyeshadow. So definite con for that palette. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I don't really tend to use felt tip liners just because I feel like they're never black enough. And I can tell you right now, it's not black enough. I will say though that it is very easy to apply, and it doesn't, like when you go over it, it doesn't like take it off like some eyeliners do. If you can go over it a couple of times, it'll just kind of remove the product. I mean, it is pretty black, I guess. It's not like the blackest, but it's not bad. So if you guys like felt tip liners, this is a pretty good one. I can't remember the price on this, but it was relatively inexpensive. It goes on very easily. You can get a nice wing with it, so it's not bad. I'd give it a few stars if it were a movie, which it's not. It's an eyeliner, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so moving on to lashes, I'm going to be trying these out from Eylure. These are the number 126, and these look beautiful. So I'm super excited about these. I mean, I feel like there is no false lashes that I don't love, so. Okay. Oh, look, and it comes with a little applicator, which I'm not going to use, but comes with one and a glue. Just saying. Cut these bad boys. Is it just me, or do you guys hate when you have to cut the end of your eyelashes off? Like I feel like a little piece of me dies. Like I just want to collect all of these little pieces that I cut off and just save them in a little jar of love. So sad. They didn't want to be cut off. Getting a little too dramatic here over the lashes. I love lashes. That's just how much I love them. I'm just showing them some love, that's all. I care. I care about their feelings. These lashes are gorgeous. It's probably like one of the easiest lashes I've ever applied. So the lashes I absolutely love, but I honestly could have told you that before I even bought them. They were super easy to apply as well, so loving the lashes. So the last thing we're going to do is our lips, and I'm going to be trying out this lip liner by Jordana, and this is in the color Rockin' Rose. Definitely like it. And then for lipstick, I'm just going to be using the Rimmel Kate number 14. I've had this before, but I haven't used one in so long. I just picked this up because my other one ran out. and they go really nicely together. So this is the finished look. I am super happy with the way this look turned out. I think it looks really nice. So I'm just going to kind of break down and go back and kind of give you an overview of the products and what I thought about them. Starting off with the Milani foundation. I am loving this foundation. It looks really, really good. It looks super smooth on my skin. I feel like it covered pretty nicely. Like I said, I am going to give you guys a full review on this, so keep an eye out for that soon. But just know that I think it looks awesome. I actually lost the lid already. But the concealer, I am not a fan of. I think, first of all, the color that I chose is way too light for me. I feel like I can really see my dark circles peeking through this foundation. I don't know if you guys can really tell on camera, but I feel like my under eyes look kind of grayish, which I'm not a fan of, obviously. But also just because it's a twist like tube thing, I'm just really not a fan of products like this. And the whole sponge thing is just so weird to me. I just feel like you get so much product just stuck in the sponge, and it just is gonna dry out and just, I don't know, but it was really weird putting this on my face. So I probably won't ever use this ever again, to be completely honest. The next thing, which is probably my favorite out of everything that I bought, is going to be this Rimmel like contour kit, Rimmel's first sculpting palette by Kate Moss, and this is beautiful. This is my favorite. It is gorgeous, mainly for the highlight shade. I swear this highlight reminds me so much of Becca's Opal highlight. I swear it's like the same thing. We're gonna have to do like a quick little swatch. The only thing is Opal just does feel a lot smoother. If you guys can see on my fingers, hands are extremely dirty right now, but they are like, I swear to you, they're like exactly the same. Let me try to swatch it again. I'm not the best at this whole swatch thing, so let me do a close-up for you guys. So I'm officially like the most awkward swatcher, but this right here is Opal by Becca, and then this one is the one from the Rimmel sculpting palette. So you guys can see they're like basically the exact same thing. I'm telling you, they're both absolutely gorgeous. So yes, they're the same. Officially, I'm calling it. It's a dupe. This is definitely a hit for me. If you guys have been wanting to try Becca's Opal highlight, but you don't want to splurge and spend the money on that, definitely pick this up. And the contour in person, I feel like it looks okay now, but it is a little bit more red than I would like it to be. But it's still nicely pigmented, and it does blend out really nicely. And the blush I really like too. I think it's a really great a really great blush for the springtime. So this is definitely a good one. Again, this is in gold bronze. So as far as the Covergirl, what is this? Covergirl Trunaked palettes in the Nudes one. I told you guys that I really liked the Goldens one, and I do really like this one as well. This one is definitely a lot more powdery than the Goldens one. That one I feel like it only had like one really powdery shade, but these are definitely powdery. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, like they are powdery, but they're beautiful. Like, I feel like my eyes turned out really nicely, and I just used this, but as I'm swatching it, it's literally like building up. It's gonna get everywhere. So this one definitely doesn't swatch the best. The colors are great, but if you are someone who does not like anything to have any fallout, you definitely want to skip this palette. Okay, wet my fingers off. I feel like I'm living on the edge wearing this shirt and using that palette, like living dangerously. The Milani Brow Shaping Clear Gel, it's holding up my brows. I feel like it's not going to hold up my brows as well as like the Anastasia Brow Gel, but it's okay. And as far as the NYC, what is this called again? High Definition Liquid Eyeliner, I actually am okay with it. This one is not the darkest, but it is very easy to work with. It's really easy to apply a really nice precise wing. I didn't have really any problems with it. Even when I reapplied it, it didn't remove the product that I had already put on. So that's really good because that's a big problem, especially with felt tip liners. If you try to go over it a few times, it kind of starts to remove the eyeliner. But this one didn't do that. And like I said, it's not the darkest, but if you don't mind that, this is a really good one. And then for the lip liner, lost my lid, but the lip liner in Rock and Rose I really like. It's a really nice nude lip liner, which I have been searching for I don't know how long for a good drugstore lip liner, so I love the color of this one over like the Jordana Tawny lip liner. That one was a little bit too pinkish for me, but this one is a really nice nude, so definitely, and the price on these is just incredible, so I highly recommend that one. So for this Rimmel lipstick, I've used this before. I love it. I highly recommend this. It's a really nice nude. It's not a matte, it's a cream finish, but it's a great color. It's a nice shade of nude and goes on really nicely. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's really nice, and this is number 14. This concludes my drugstore tutorial first impressions video. I had a lot of fun doing these first impressions with you guys. Hopefully there's some products in this video that you guys will want to try out. Again, if you like highlighters, get that Rimmel sculpting kit. You need it, I promise you. The highlight, it's perfect. I don't think I have anything else to mention. I will leave all the info, like everything that I use, down below. So if you did like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you like videos like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up so that way I can do some more. Gives me an excuse to go shopping. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.